G'day everyone, and welcome back to the first episode in our brand new Indigenous consumer advocacy segment, Speakin Out. This is where we bring you grassroots stories from the front line. Today, we're catching up with one of the roughly 17,000 people who've been affected by the recent liquidation announcement made by the Aboriginal Community Benefit Fund, otherwise known as UPLA. So thanks for coming in today, Daphne. Can you tell me about your journey with ACBF?
Sometime in the after 1994 that I signed up, and I can remember, I can actually picture the day when a group came to the community and talked to staff. I'm not sure that they went from house to house at the community, but I know that they came and talked to staff at the Mossman Gorge there, and I signed up on that day, and I also asked for my 4 daughters to be covered. They were all under 10 at the time. I felt good that it was an Indigenous, I thought an Indigenous company, because all their brochures, etc., had the red, black and yellow, and so I just assumed, this is it's a good thing for our Aboriginal community, knowing too that we look around, each time we lose someone in our families, we need that. We need to look around for the monies and that, to cover the costs. So I thought it was a real good thing, right up until just recently when we were told to, that they were being investigated. I think they first heard about 2 years ago that they were being looked into, and I'm over 60, and so I need to be covered, and I don't want to leave my daughters with pressure, to come and look for funds to bury me.
Hey Annie, thanks for meeting with me today.
Thanks, Alex.
I was just hoping you might be able to tell me a little bit about what your experience has been with ACBF as a financial counsellor.
The community on Palm Island are deeply upset with regards to this information. They're obviously asking questions with regards to where the money has gone and what they do now and where do they go and who can help them.
These kinds of things happen to Indigenous people almost every day, and there's nothing being done. This funeral fund that deliberately went out to exploit Indigenous communities should be held accountable, and it's a human rights issue. To me, it's a human rights issue, as with a lot of other things that happen here in Australia for Indigenous people. When is the government going to stand up and support us? When is the government going to see that we're just as important as every other Australian and come in and do something real for us? And so I don't see why there can't be support to pay out those people that if the monies that they paid into this organisation, and let them, at least, like for myself, I could have some savings there for when I die and my girls aren't put in a position.
Ultimately, we would really like the government to allow people who have been affected by the collapse of ACBF to have access to compensations.
It's sad that people are just so rotten inside that they do this kind of stuff, and the governments allow it.
Thanks to Daphne and Anit for speaking out today and sharing their experience with us.